Idea TV is live at the Shehu Musa Yar'Adua Foundation, where we are witnessing the Youth Climate Summit 2025 organized by Clean Technology Hub Energy Innovation Center. The program is themed Bridging Skills to Solution Youth Pathways to the Green Economy. Today we have people from all walks of life, stakeholders, students, young people coming together to have this all-important conversation about climate action, about green economy, your role, my role, everybody's role, on how we can make this nation, our country, our world a better place. My name is Chinatu Oji, reporting for Idea TV.
The ministry is in collaboration with the Ministry of Education on integrating climate change and mainstreaming it into the curriculum from across the board, from primary school, secondary school, up to university. And that is a process that has started since. And I believe very soon, most people that will pass through university in our almighty GSC, there must be a course on climate change.
We need more of these spaces where youth are not only heard but equipped, trusted, and empowered to lead Nigeria's transition into a greener, more inclusive economy. At NGU's SDGs, we're proud to stand at the intersection of youth engagement, climate action, and policy development since 2017. We have been championing meaningful youth participation in policies and programs that empower young Nigerians.
So this is a smart dustbin. The idea behind the design was to help elderly people and people that are disabled, people that can't walk around to dispose their waste. So controllable from your phone, and the app is also downloadable from Play Store. So you move the dustbin towards yourself, and when you put your hand in front of the sensor, the hatch opens and you can throw away your waste. It can also be used in like larger settings, something like a dining hall where people are too lazy to go to their dustbins to throw away their waste. So it also helps in pollution control. So people can, from the tip of your fingers, you can move the dustbin towards yourself and throw away your waste easily. You use your phone to control this.
So there's an app?
Yes.
So you have to download to control it.
Yes.
What's the app?
Arduino.
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 Can you spell it?
Arduino.
But is this just here? I mean, is this something that's already in the market or you're still working on this kind of?
This is just a prototype for now. We still plan on scaling this bigger.
I'm a student of Premier Academy, Lugbe Abuja, and this is a solar-powered multi-purpose agricultural robot that performs the function of 3 different machines, which are plowing, planting and watering. And instead of making use of different engines that can generate heat and cause like emission of greenhouse gases into the environment, it makes use of the solar panel. And the body parts and the components are made use of non-biodegradable waste that would normally or generally contribute to like the waste products in our environment. We have made use of styrofoam, plastic and disposable containers, and wood that can be found around us to build the body components.
Okay, so I see that there's a lot of recycling going on here.
Yes.
So are you saying that this plastic, for instance, is what will be used? I know this is a prototype,
Yes.
but when the product itself is ready, are you saying that we'll use plastic as well? This is called corks, this corks, to make the main one. Is that what it is?
We're not necessarily saying we're going to make use of this particular product, but we plan on making use of the same non-biodegradable materials in the environments that can be readily found like around us. My name is Sadiq Shukrat, a student of Premier Academy, Lugbe, Abuja.
The young people working on renewable energy solutions, and we have students from Premier Academy here in Abuja. Chinatu Oji, Idea TV.
So this event is an assembly of young people from diverse school of thoughts who have come to identify opportunities in the sustainability, in the broad discourse of sustainability, climate change, renewable energy, waste management, and climate smart agriculture, food security, and all of that. And we've seen many people who are curious about how they can harness their potentials, how to identify hidden potentials, and also harness these potentials and contribute it and use it to contribute to national development and even global development. So basically, that is what that's like a summary of what this event has been. And I believe a lot of people who are living here today are now living with new insights on how they can take themselves as a solution to social problems that are happening around them. I like to look at it from this perspective that for you to, first of all, you need to define what a problem is. You need to, before you can come around to a solution, then you can now look at opportunities in that solution, right? And a way to look at it is to identify the thematic issues that speaks to development. For example, health, access to basic healthcare, access to food, basic food, nutritional food, access to energy, access to transportation. And all of these things are the things that in this part of the world we are lacking.
And I really enjoyed the conference. One thing I'll be doing differently is that I would take action without looking at what any other person is saying. Because one of the things in the fireside chat was by Mr. Amara said consensus does not need to be agreed before you can take action. And so definitely going on now with my climate action, I would be more bold and be more confident in like innovating and making sure that we are moving to a more circular economy in Nigeria.
The green skills needed for us to bridge the gap of unemployment in Nigeria, I think there are a couple of them. In 2023, we did a program where we screened a movie. The movie talks about energy poverty and possible ways of ending energy poverty across 6 universities in the 6 regions in Nigeria. And another thing we did aside screening the movie was to conduct a survey, right, with university students in these 6 universities. And we found out that most of them, there is no renewable energy course in these 6 universities, right, in their undergraduate level. So that's the gap, right? Because then companies are saying, okay, these guys don't have the skills, we can't take that financial risk on them, and all of that.
On this session today, I got to know that each and every one of us need to take into cognizance how we deal with the issue of climate change in our nation as a Nigerian. And there's this peculiar question that was asked, and it's so profound to me, that most of the people that are sponsoring the issue of climate change are the same set of people that even doing things that is affecting our ecosystem. Are they just doing it to support, or they are just doing it for eye service? So with that, I think it's a clarion call for each and every one of us to take this as a responsibility, as a call, and as an individual to fight this cause to defend our ecosystem.
So we've spoken a lot today about integrating climate change into the curriculum, but in as much as we want to make people aware of the impact and the challenges of climate change, we should also equip them with skills by also ensuring that as young people go to secondary schools, technical schools, universities, they're able to learn technical knowledge on how to collect waste, recycle waste, or even develop clean solutions for clean cooking or electricity generation, so that we are not just getting graduates who have theoretical knowledge, but also have technical knowledge on how to implement or start up clean tech organizations, just as Clean Technology Hub is doing today.
Yeah, some of the challenges I face as a researcher in this country, Nigeria, is one of it is insecurity. As you all know, that the Nigeria is unsafe for us, and that was even one of the reasons we came up with the idea of building a bulletproof car, which I work with a company for, so that we can go to those insecure areas that there are bandits and all, so we know that our lives are secured. But it's still a key factor in us not reaching out to some locations to carry on our research. And also the fund is not there. We need money to do some things, but the monies are not available for us to do some things.
And it's been amazing. Today I was able to learn into looking deeply into the core agreements, that's the Paris Agreement, and the subsequent ones, and how to contribute significantly to the NDC.
So it's interesting that we want to double down on this and get more youths involved by creating mentorship opportunities for them. They learn from the industry leaders, just as you saw today. Mr. Amara, who is the acting DG of the Shehu Musa Yaradua Foundation, what he said and how much these leaders in the industry, thought leaders, also putting their weight behind providing support for youth by creating a pathway for mentorship. And at CTH, while we are doing that through our volunteers network, and generally we are opening that up to all Nigerian youths, and through collaborations as well with other organizations across Africa.
People play a lot of roles in green economy, especially on the part of innovation. You have so many young people doing innovative things in Nigeria, from EcoBata to EcoCycle. So many youth are doing a lot. So Nigerian youth are not lazy. Nigerian youth are productive. Nigerian youth are diligent. They are doing a lot to ensure that the environment is a serene, safe place to live and to thrive. And all this contribute to our GDP